Thank you everyone to join. Because this is an OMPEG event, we have a tradition to start uh, our very famous.
That's
So let's do that, and then we'll.
thank you, Nilesh. So, welcome everyone. This is, as you know, a career masterclass by Nilesh, or he's popularly known as Success Coach Nilesh. As Nilesh is a OMPEG member, this program or this event is in association with OMPEG. Before I go ahead, let me give you a quick fast facts about OMPEG. OMPEG stands for Overseas Maharashtrian Professionals and Entrepreneurs Group. This was set up 4 years back by some leading influencers and entrepreneurs within UK. The idea was to inculcate a spirit of entrepreneurship within the Maharashtrian community, specifically from the UK, to connect professionals and encourage them for entrepreneurship. OMPEG is a membership organization, which means people pay fees here and contribute to the growth and various initiatives of OMPEG. I'll put the details about membership on the chat window soon. At present, we have 150 plus fee-paying members, a variety of professionals and entrepreneurs. Some of them are here, I think, in the audience. Over the last 4 years, OMPEG has organized more than 40 high-value events, including 2 mega business expos in London, attended by more than 1,500, 2,000 people. The expos were a high success. Up till now, more than 5,000 people have attended OMPEG's events across the UK. In the real world, when we could physically organize, the events were held at premier locations. Now, of course, as all of us have gone to desktop and online world, we host many online events via Zoom, such as today, which is a member event hosted by Nilesh. In 2019 and 20, we started collaborating with High Commission of India and many other industry bodies. And the idea simply was to inspire many Maharashtrians to do more in their professions and their businesses. The goal was also to raise the profile of UK-based Maharashtrian business leadership. And we're proud to say that in the last 4 years, OMPEG has successfully and consistently done that. And just few months back, we started our Midlands chapter to take advantage of a thriving region around Birmingham, Coventry, Rugby, and entire Midlands area. So this is quickly about OMPEG. If you want to know more about OMPEG, you can visit www.ompeg.org.uk. It's a fee-based membership organization. And if you wish to join, pay fees and become an OMPEG member, which you should, I would highly recommend that. Then you can host such events in association with OMPEG. I'll put the link on the chat window. And now over to Nilesh. As you know, Nilesh is popularly known as Success Coach Nilesh. He is an established coach, has done a number of trainings for companies and individuals, and has also authored books. He has also recently launched his Worldwide Indian Network Facebook platform, where he interviews a lot of different people from different walks of life. So with that, all the best, Nilesh, and over to you.
Right. Ani, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the introduction and also introducing all of us about OMPEG. Once again, OMPEG is one of the brilliant platform. As we go along, I will also speak a few things about that. And, if you're not there, make sure you'll be there. So while saying that, let's get started. So those of you who haven't known me before, or maybe you're watching this seminar for the first time for me. So my name is Nilesh. I'm also known as Success Coach Nilesh. I came to UK as a student and started working for a company, then got laid off. Then I had to apply for new jobs and, many career difficulties happened with me. But that actually helped me to understand what actually works and what doesn't work. And maybe that actually gives me some sort of, knowledge and wisdom to create this sort of masterclass to help you. If you are, let's say, thinking about changing your career or moving up in the career or restarting your career, anything with that. So I'll give you some of the tips which I'm sure definitely going to help you out. And the reason I'm saying that definitely will help you out because I started using those tips for me. It worked for me. I started using it for my clients. They work for them. So that is the reason I'm very sure that is definitely going to work. And if you listen, take some notes. I'm sure you have pen and paper with you. Make a journal, write the notes. Start using those. So that will make things happen for you. Now, two very important things. This event is with association with OMPEG, as Ani already explained. And at the same time, this event is also sponsored by FutureBricks. FutureBricks is, the investment company in the UK, and very soon we will get to learn about that. This is not a promotional seminar, but this is definitely a seminar where, you will get to know a few more ideas about property investment. And at the same time, while we are on the career journey, it's good to have some sort of important information. So we are there, and I think we have their investment manager, Dr. Sahiba. She'll be with us maybe for a couple of minutes to help us understand what exactly is happening in the FutureBricks. And they recently had a very good success. So I'm also part of FutureBricks. So I was very proud to see them achieving success in their endeavor. So that's the reason they are here. So let's get started. Make sure you have journal so that you can take lots of notes. Yes. Now, if this would have been seminar in a room, we always do interactive seminar. At least I. So because we are in this online platform, the only way for me to communicate with you is through the chat window. And during the session, we have a couple of occasions where you can ask me question and answers. So this is not at the end. This will be somewhere around, let's say, after 20 minutes or 40 minutes. We have some question answer milestones where you can ask any questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And to get started with this session, let me ask you, do you want to achieve success in your life? And those who are listening, those who are watching, feel free to add the comments in the chat section. Yeah, Indrapit, thank you so much. We all want success, right? So, but many times what happens, we say that we want to achieve success, and you might have seen there are many people in this world, they want to achieve success. But what they do is, when there is an opportunity to learn something about success, they don't show up. And while you are here, attending this seminar, attending this webinar, I want to say thank you for joining, because you are one of the special people who also want to achieve success, at the same time willing to take action. Very few people take actions. You are one of them who take action. So thank you so much for joining. Yes. Now this webinar is not about CV or interview or job applications. These are the things maybe you might have learned in many other webinars, or you can easily learn, let's say, YouTube or anywhere else. But this particular webinar is all about something special. It's all about you. It's all about you. And and that stuff that really matters, the one thing that really makes the difference in your life. It's all about that. Another thing is, it's about attracting success. Many times, let's say it's a career success or business success or leadership success, people are chasing the success. So in this today's session, I will help you understand what you can do to attract the success towards you. And it's a whole different mindset. When you position yourself to attract something in your life, you don't have to worry about following someone or chasing something. This whole idea about attraction actually helped me in my career, helped my clients in their businesses, in their career. And that is something which I'm going to share with you. And as I said earlier, it has worked for my clients. It has worked for me. So it's definitely, if you understand that and you apply that, it will work for you. So let's get started. Probably I'm looking at 60 to 75 minutes for this webinar. So make sure if you have any other distractions, phone or anything, keep it aside. But pay attention to this. It will be useful. Now let's talk about today's world. In the today's world, as you can see, the COVID scenario, maybe the lockdown in the UK, and many other things that you're watching. Number of jobs are getting less and less and less. And when there are many people at home looking for a job or looking for career change, there are many more applications, but number of jobs are not there in that market. At the same time, there is a tough competition. Let's say there is one job, maybe like hundreds and hundreds of people are applying for the job. Even it's an organization, somebody wants to move higher up in the organization. For one particular location, there are maybe like 10 other applications inside the organization to go up. And it's a real test of your self-confidence and self-esteem. So if really after working hard for years and years, if you're not getting the real success that you're looking for in your career, I think this is the time where you should think about changing some things. And in today's webinar, you will understand what are the things that you can change, which will make the immediate impact for your job success or your career success or your leadership or business success. But the focus of today's webinar is all about career. This is important. Reason being, as you all know, currently, as we see the market, as we see the economy, sometimes our mind make us believe that this is going to stay forever. But as we all know that now the market will improve, the economy will improve. There will be many new career opportunities appearing very soon. So what really happens is, while the new career opportunities are coming up very soon, the best time to prepare for that is now. Because there is no point in preparing something when the opportunity is just showing up for you. The best time to prepare for opportunity is when there is not the opportunity. Because as you are preparing now, you are getting ready. When the right opportunity will show up, you are ready, opportunity is ready, and you will immediately see a success happening for you. So that is the reason. So let me ask you, are you ready to move ahead and achieve the success in your life? If you think, just type yes in the comments, please. Good. Thank you so much. And I like the interaction. No, and feel free, if you're just thinking about yes, type it yes, because that is the only way we can have the interaction going. Yes. Now, many of you know this famous saying, it's by Charles Darwin. And he has said that it is not the strongest of the species that survives, and not the intelligent. It's basically those are responsive to change. And when I see myself, I don't see myself as like a talented person or intelligent person. But one thing I definitely see in myself is someone who can adapt, who can change, and who can look after the opportunity and see what are the things actually needed to make that opportunity, or be successful in that opportunity, and make those things happen, make the actions happen, so that results will happen. So same thing I encourage all of you to do. Doesn't matter whether you feel that whether you have intelligent or not, or whether you see the opportunities there or not, or whether you feel yourself strong or not. It's all about making the right changes in yourself, so that when the opportunity will show up, you are there with the right skills and experience, and the opportunity is there, you will achieve the success. So today's session is not about how you can chase. It's all about attraction, how you can attract. And that is the reason I'm going to share with you something simple and which is really powerful, which has worked for me. That is the attract method. The attract method. Now, why it looks fancy word, but why do we worry about this attraction? Quite simply, you might have seen in your career or life, there are some people who are rich and they always get richer. Or there are some people who tend to get many more opportunities in their life. Or there may be some people who seem lucky, they have all the opportunities, they have many other things coming on their way. So what exactly happens? And when I was studying about this, I realized that people who are lucky, or let's say rich, or they're getting most of the opportunities, it's not because they like it doesn't happen to them automatically, or not because they are lucky. It's luck is a conscious thing. They actually pull the luck towards them, they actually attract the luck towards them. So how can this happen? How you can be lucky, or how can you attract the things? You can attract the things towards you. You can attract the success towards you by making certain changes or doing certain steps. Which are those steps? Those are the ones which we are going to learn today. Now, attract is a nice and simple word to remember, but at the same time, it is an acronym. And as we go along, I'll explain how you can use this simple word attract to attract lots of career success and many more opportunities for you in your life. So the first thing in the attract is called ambition, and I'm sure you have notes. Make sure you make the notes of this. Ambition. Now, why we need ambition in life? Is ambition, having ambition in life, it gives the direction to our life. All of us have some dreams. Do you have certain dreams? If you feel you have certain dreams, just type yes in the comments. We all should have certain dreams. And whenever we have those dreams actually pull us towards them. And the dreams also helps us to create the ambition for us. So ambition actually gives us the direction in our life. And it doesn't matter where you are right now, maybe job wise, career wise, wherever it is you are right now. It always matters where you are going. And to get the idea about where you have to go or where you are going, your ambition actually helps. So you should have ambition. So let's say you are thinking about your career. So just think about, which direction your career is heading, or what is your career ambition. Don't worry about whether that ambition will be fulfilled or not. That is yet to happen, and I will help you understand how you can make that achievement happen. But right at the very beginning, very first thing that all of you should have is a career ambition, a very big career ambition. And the reason I say it's a very big career ambition, because the bigger your goals are, they pull the goals will pull you towards them. And sometimes you all have the skills and potential and capabilities, but just because our goals are smaller, we don't, we try to stay in the comfort zone, right? You might have experienced yourself as well. We try to stay in our comfort zone. The moment we grow our goals, we get the opportunity to go out of the comfort zone. And whenever we go out of the comfort zone, the magic starts to happen. That is exactly a reason we should have the ambition, the bigger ambition. Now, how does it help me? When I was, this was like 10 years ago, I'll tell you a quick story. Uh, there's a place in London called as Alexandra Palace. And you see me with my, the smaller car that time, and maybe, that time I was bankrupt, I didn't have any job, I has been recently laid off. I had no source of income. But this is something I realized, I should have ambition. The moment I have an ambition, I get a direction in my life. The direction actually matters. It doesn't matter where you are. It always matters where you are going. So that time I was started thinking big, I will have a consulting company and I will take the training sessions. And if I have to take the training sessions, what sort of be the venue? So I thought, maybe the palace like this, Alexandra Palace, can be the venue. So I actually visited that palace. And, I went there with the confidence saying, I'm one of the person who is starting, launching a training company. I wanted to host my training event. And, they allowed me actually. I'm so glad they didn't come outside and watch my car, because I was driving the same, small, this two-door car with sort of, normal dressing. But I still went there, I still spoke to them. And, it's quite fortunate to have a coffee with them, so I can say myself, I had a coffee at Alexandra Palace. That time I had nothing, no income. Only thing I had ambition. Now, reason I say why that works, because, that helped me think big, beyond my current situation, which was, not good at that time, not financially, not emotionally, but actually helped me to think outside the box, think bigger. And as we go along, as you see, this small journey, and wait till end, because there is a small twist to this story. I'll tell you at the end. So what happened? I went to the Alexandra Palace, saw the venue, and that helped me understand, this is something bigger I can do in my life. So why not, start working on that? And very soon after I visited the palace, in few months down the line, I launched my first book, Go for Success. And that was my first book. Over the period, I managed to launch many other books, and some of the books became bestsellers. Some of you might have read some of the books. I happen to work with many companies, joined there as their consultant, help them improve in their performance or marketing or sales, bring more revenue for the businesses. There are many companies or many people from these topmost schools, London Business School, Harvard, Purdue, IIT. I got clients for them. And one thing that makes me smile is I personally never studied there, but I'm very proud that I have clients from those universities. So what really matters, just having that ambition. Having that ambition actually helps to think bigger than your current situation. And when you're thinking bigger, it actually helps you think many other ways that can be possible for you to make success happen for your career success, make success happen for your career. So whatever it is, wherever you are right now, just make a note in your diary that have the ambition, have the bigger ambition. Ambition gives you direction. That's what it matters. Now, as we move along, this is the thing to remember. We don't have to chase the success. We have to attract the success. And whatever which I'm going to share with you today, which will help you to attract the success the way you want in your life. The next thing in this attract formula is T. T stands for trust. Now, what happens, is wherever you are right now, doesn't matter financially or whatever the phase you are, career-wise, wherever you are, it doesn't really matter. It all matters is do you trust yourself? And have a trust that your life will get better. Doesn't matter however you feel your life currently is, your life will get better. It will change for the better for the soon. And if you are ready, the right opportunities will show up, because you should be in the right mindset to see the right opportunities. So it is very important for you to have the trust that your life will get better. You will get the right opportunities. And once you get the right opportunity, you will make those opportunities, make the best out of those opportunities. So have a trust. The biggest thing happens the moment we start to have this trust, the moment you start to have this big ambition is our brain. There is a saying that, our biggest enemy is our brain, is our mind. It holds us back from doing many other things. So I'll help you understand what you can do to, look after that, those thoughts. So these are the couple of roadblocks that you will suddenly feel whenever you start to trust yourself. Let's say, your age is bigger. Let's say you're reaching your, 30s, 40s, 50s, and you'll suddenly see, maybe my age is something which might not allow me to make the career success happen, or might not allow me for certain opportunities. Or, we all go through certain beliefs, certain self-doubts or beliefs that, maybe I will not be able to do those. Certain critics, let's say, what will our friends say, family say, those sort of critics. Or doubts, whether it will happen to me. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I don't have those skills. Those sort of doubts start to happen in our head. And along with that, we have certain dependencies. Let's say, you're depending on your, let's say, husband, spouse, depending on your family for, let's say, some sort of income. You have certain fears that coming away. We all have fears. And, there are certain fears that come on you when you start to trust yourself. We have some bad memories, something you have done at the past and it hasn't worked out. So we have all those sort of things happening. So what happens, whenever you start to trust yourself or, think bigger for your career, your mind will come in a way with these objections, like age objection or fear objection or belief objection, critic objection. The simplest way to deal with that, is to forget about these objections. Think about your bigger goal. Think about your big ambition, because the moment you're thinking about a bigger ambition, slowly you'll start to trust about the ambition, and slowly you'll see the the ways to make yourself better. And the only reason we have to do that, like, we only have one life, and it's short. So there's no point you spend a lot of time thinking and worrying about certain things. Like, life is short, so don't use it to worry about it. Do something about it, but don't worry about it. Make something happen, make success happen, but don't worry about the life. When I was going through tough time in my life, I realized that I came across to something called someone called as Nick White. I still can't pronounce his last name, but you can see on the screen. So make a note of that name and watch his videos, because this is the man who doesn't have his arms, doesn't have his legs, right from his right from his birth, and still he's like a very successful man. He owns a couple of businesses, a rich person as well, and at the same time, he lives his life with full passion. And then I realized that this person doesn't have his hand, doesn't have his legs, and still he can live his life with passion. What excuse I have? I only didn't have some money and some career in my life when I was starting. And when I looked at him, I realized that that gave me the confidence that maybe if he can have a better life in spite of not having legs and arms, why not I? And that's where I started thinking differently. So if you're thinking maybe something is not working in your career, just think about yourself. You might be slightly luckier than this person. You have your hands, you have your legs, you are in slightly better condition than this person. So whenever you get a time, have a look at his videos, and I'm sure they will inspire you on your career journey. Yes, so let's move on. And the idea about trust is we, as I said, we have small life. So let make the best rest of our life is the best of our life. And how we do that is, there are few things for that I will share. But this is the idea, don't start worrying about your life. Make rest of your life as the best of your life. Now, if you're okay with this, just type yes, or how you see the pace of the program. If you like the content, type me yes, or give me the comment. Good, thank you so much. Good. Thank you so much, guys. This is the only way I can see the interaction happening. So thank you so much. Yes. Now the next thing in the attract formula is called as time allocation. Very, very important thing, time. See how we measure our length of life in years, number of years, like somebody lived 60 years, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. So 100 years, what is that? It's all about the time. So, it becomes very, 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 very important that how you manage the time, because the way you manage the time, the way you are managing your life. So you need to understand how to manage the time. And now this session is not about time management, but you will understand that when you get 24 hours and when you try to put the big stuff, the big achievements or big actions right at front of you, you tend to do those. If you don't plan your time, if you don't allocate your time for the right things, anything else in the market, or the world, they will take away your time. So you have to precisely and consciously make the time for the things that really, really matters for you. Now, I'll give you an example. His name is Rafael. He is one of my clients. I do this coaching and consulting session. So I came across to Rafael at that time. Now, Raphael, he's from France. He has a French accent. He's working in London. And when he came across to me, he had this, some sort of beliefs that, because he's a French, there is a ceiling to his income. So is there any way I can help him out? So I thought, let's work on, and I asked him, what are you doing in your 24 hours in a day? So he says, the morning I get up, normal, day-to-day stuff. And then he goes to job, come back in the evening and, normal stuff, and he sleeps. But he always worry about that, his current lifestyle is not going to make him successful, or not, will not make him successful in the career. So what can you do? So what we did was, we did one simple trick, the time allocation. So what we did was, I asked him, how you manage your time throughout the day always matters. So instead of thinking and worrying that, that maybe probably you will not get the opportunities, or maybe you being French, your accent being French, maybe companies in the UK might not entertain you. Don't worry about those thoughts. Allocate your time to gain the skills and qualification experience that you can use for the next particular job. And, once you have those skills, qualification experiences, and when you start applying for the jobs, focus on, what you can do. Don't worry about, let's say what you think your, inabilities are. According to him, his French language, or maybe being in the English community, he might not get success. So that's where we worked on that. And just by simple technique of allocating the time to, working on the success, making the, let's say using the day to achieve certain things, or achieve the skills, achieve the qualification, achieve the, the experiences in his life, actually help him. And when he got through the interview, he got, salary hike. At the same time, he's now working for a very big company. The interviewer who selected him gave him a feedback signal. They found him very much confident. And that was the biggest compliment for him. Reason being, he was not at all thinking that he will get such a big opportunity, but just by doing a simple time allocation, allocating the time throughout the day for your own success, for your career success, actually helped him to achieve the success that he is looking for. So my simple question to you, is how you use your time. Do you use the time in your day, or do you spend the day? Your answer should be use the day, not spend the day, because whatever you do, use it. Using the time throughout the day for your career success actually matters, because you are actually taking the steps to make the stuff happen for you and your career, right? So use it and train your brain to use the time, not spend it. So put the biggest goals or biggest actions right at the front in the calendar. I use Google Calendar. I put all the things right at the calendar so that my time is locked. So everything else then, fall in place around that. And, some sort of time, the people will come to you saying, do you have 5 minutes? Do you have 10 minutes? And once you lock the times in the calendar, you can then think around, like, should you really give the time to, let's say, some of the time wasters? So allocate the time for your career success. The moment you start allocating the time for your career success, you will immediately see the results happening for you, right? Again, I'm stressing this point. We don't have to chase the success. We have to attract the success. And this is what we are going to do to attract the success in our life. Okay. Now, let's take one small break. And if you have any questions at this point, feel free to ask me. You can unmute yourself. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. We still have many more content to go. But, at this point, if you have, based on the content what I shared, if you have any questions, feel free to, unmute yourself and ask the question. And if not anything, we can move on. Yes. Saiba, I'll come back to you on the next break.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but thank you. Do you have any question?
No, I'm good.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so moving on. The next thing in the attract formula is R. R stands for results. And now this is the example. So his name is Madhav. Madhav is one of my clients. He based in North America. He's working for a very new company. And when he was looking for a career success, that's where he and I got in touch with him. What happened was, he was working really good, really hard, but he was thinking why he's not getting the promotion that he's looking for. And what actually happened was, when we started working with him, I realized that, he's actually working really, really hard, but he's not making time to show the success or show the results to the rest of the world. So means he himself thinks he works too hard, but no one in the organization, let's say, can identify his hard work. Now that becomes a challenge for us, because many times what happens when we are working in our career, or maybe this is somehow we have been told that, like, we should not talk about ourselves or our successes, or, let's not spread whatever things that you do. So what happens is talking or sharing your own skills and qualification, experience and success stories to others is actually going to help you out. Reason being, it will help you out because other people will, that is the only way for other people to understand why you are capable of doing certain thing, what are the results you have achieved. And once they see you that you are capable of doing much more than what they used to see, that's where you'll start to see the career opportunities are attracting to you. Reason being, if nobody can see you what you can do, they are not able to offer you the opportunities. So your job, it's your job actually, because you are the leader of your career. It's your job to understand which are the results that you are creating and are you showing the results to the world. So make a note of this. It's results that matters, not the efforts. It's the results that matters. And so you have to aim for the results every day, small or big, but aim for the results. Results can be as simple as that you have to complete your CV or send 5 job applications, make 10 phone calls, whatever it is. Talk in the format of results, not in the format of efforts. That you have to do something. Don't think about like you have to do something. Put as a result like you have to actually, let's say, achieve certain things. So when you aim yourself in the terms of result, you will see many more things are getting done in your life. And whatever you do, solve the problem, let's say in an organization or in the job hunt journey. So whatever you solve the problems, share it with the world that this is something you can do, because this is the only way others will understand, or the community around you will understand that you are capable of doing certain things. So make sure you solve the problems and share it with the world. And now this is my daughter, and I'll give her example because any small thing she does, maybe just drawing something on the paper, or just climbing something in the play area, she's so excited, like daddy, this is something I have done. And she's very open and vocal, and reason it happens because it works. Quite simply, it works because it gives her passion, gives her motivation that she has achieved certain things. At the same time, because me being daddy, I will always encourage her whatever she is doing. But at the same time, the idea behind what I'm telling you is like whatever the achievements you do, start sharing with the world. Don't hide it, because if you're hiding, nobody else will understand like what are the skills and capabilities you have. So never ever have that doubt in your mind that you have to hold on to your opportunities. Only share when it is ready. Don't worry about that. You should start sharing your results to the rest of the world, because that is the only way you will see, and other people will see that what are you are capable of, and you'll take it from there. The example of my daughter is just an example, but I think you got the idea what I'm trying to say. Next thing in the attract model is called as army. Now, when I was going through tough patch in my career, I realized that like I was fighting alone. It was only me. Like trying to make the ends happen, trying to look for the job, trying to learn the skills and everything. But then I realized that there is a even better way, and that's most of the people who really get successful, they use this way. They create army around them. Now we're not going to go fight, but just have that idea, like there is someone along with you, working with you to make your goals happen. Now there are a couple of people in your life, they're already there, like think of this like this, the great warriors, they create the intelligent army. So you have to be a great warrior in life, you have to create the intelligent army around you, because you don't have to fight alone. Let's say you're looking for a career success or a job approach, anything, don't approach it alone. Simply being, what happens, if you're trying to approach alone, it's only you working really hard. But the moment you have these other people working with you, let's say your friends, your family members, your work colleagues, your networking groups, or social media connections, let's say LinkedIn or Facebook, recruitment consultants, tell them what you're looking for. Tell them what are the next opportunities you're looking for, because it's in the market there are many people, they're fighting alone. So whenever some job comes, let's say in a job portal, or the job comes inside the organization, probably you alone might be applying that. But let's say what happens when more than one person knows about you, what you really want, they will actually can show you the opportunities or give you the opportunities. It has happened to with my friends as well, like they come up with certain opportunities and come and share with you, Nilesh, why don't you talk to them, like there are certain opportunities, maybe business opportunities or career opportunities. That actually helps. So build the army around you. Don't fight alone, because the journey can be difficult, so you don't have to fight the journey alone. So make sure you take some time, find the friends and family, those who can trust, share them your dreams and passions, start sharing them your results, so that they will understand your skills and capabilities, and start sharing those skills and capabilities to the world, and have the army around with you. So don't fight alone, have the army around with you to look for this particular success that you're looking for. Yes, and once again, I'm chasing. We don't have to chase the success. We have to attract the success. And as the method which I'm going to share with you right now, these are the methods will actually help you to attract more and more success towards you, right? Now, yeah. So anybody has any question? I think Arush, you have a question. You can unmute yourself and ask the question.
So that's my son's name. My name is Vishal.
Okay, Vishal.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of differ about when you said aim for results. Results that matter, not the efforts. I would like to differ on that, because it's the effort which you put in gets you the results. If you're not putting the efforts, how would you get the results?
Very good question. Very good question. But my perspective was slightly different. For example, let's say you're working in a company and you have a couple of team members working with you.
Yeah.
So what ultimately matters, like what results those team members are creating for you. If you've signed someone, let's say he's working, let's say 24 hours, but not actually creating a result for you, you probably will be thinking, or, again, like, do you need to train him or, have a word with him, to produce the results. And this is something in the real world, you cannot say somebody that, I work like 24 hours or 6 months for certain project, but unless you have something to show as a, practical results, people tend to not believe you, because they always think, maybe either you're not capable enough or maybe you don't know certain things. The moment you have certain results actually, creates the credibility for you. Only efforts, okay, some empathy people can show you, but and you rightly said, you need efforts to create the result, but it ultimately results will give you more attraction.
I like to agree, because in the real world, it's what the results matters the most.
That was the only my point.
But the efforts now, like you said about the team member. Now, I can't be there. I work as a manager. I can't be there all around to manage the team. So I got to live on the leverage of whatever my team is doing.
What are the results your team member is delivering?
Yeah. And like my manager lives on the leverage, whatever results I'm giving.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the efforts by myself and my team are taken into consideration. That, okay, now a person can have a will to do it, an attitude to do it. If they doesn't have the will and the attitude, the effort won't be there and the results won't come in. So I think it goes hand in hand, the effort and the results. At times, there are some external factors which makes the difference to the results, like which can be your team member, the other side people, how they're perceiving it and stuff. But yeah, that's what I just wanted to.
No, thank you for sharing. And it's a good perspective. The perspective which I was coming for is, like, let's say somebody's looking for career success. He can't just say, no, I spent last 24 hours applying for a job. So that some people are only thinking the efforts perspective. But whenever you train your brain, let's say, just rewire your brain to show the results, you'll go to the extra mile. You'll be passionate. You will put, let's say, extra efforts to make the results happen. And that's a different level of energy. So that's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
What you said is rightly correct.
Thank you for letting me know.
No, you're welcome. And yeah, thank you for sharing the question as well. Anybody else has any question? Feel free to unmute yourself and have a question. If not, we can move on. Yes. And I guess, guys, at the beginning of the session, I mentioned you about Future Bricks. I know Future Bricks from, I think, 2-3 years now. I'm one of the investors on their platform. My few other activities, I'm also investor in my real life. So I invest in properties. And Future Bricks platform actually helped me with many more opportunities and, trustable platform. And we all say the company is only good as its leader and its team. And I know the leader, I know the team. They all are smart, and they also have achieved many successes in their organization's career. So today we have their investment manager, Dr. Saiba Patni, and she's going to help us understand what exactly Future Bricks is and what it does, and their recent success they have recently seen. So Saiba, over to you.
Yes, thank you, Nilesh. I'll just make 2 quick corrections with what Nilesh said.
Sorry.
Nilesh, no, one thing Nilesh said that, he's a member. We internally call Nilesh an extended family of Future Bricks. He's not just an investor. And another thing is it's very mutual with him. So recently, I think Nilesh was very kind enough to organize a private sort of coaching or success session for our team, and it was brilliant. And we could actually see a lot of change within the team itself in a very short span. So no, I think it's very give and take and mutual relationship that we share with Nilesh.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And as far as OMPEG is concerned, I think because our founder Arya is from Pune, so this long association with OMPEG actually is just self-explanatory in that sense. But no, I'll not take too long. Quick introduction. So my name is Dr. Sahiba Patni. I'm an investment manager at FutureBricks, and my specialization lies in international finance derivatives, to be more specific. I do see quite a few new names here and some old names. I mean, obviously, we have quite a few investors from OMPEG, so I see some of them. But for those of you who are new to the concept or to the idea of FutureBricks, I'll just quickly touch base, and then we can go back to our success lessons. So FutureBricks essentially is a market-based platform. We are a peer-to-peer platform for small and medium-sized housing developers who are looking for funding options. And at the same time, we are making this exclusive industry of property investment accessible by anyone and everyone, where you and I can invest as small as £500 and get up to 10% interest. These are fixed interest and secured against the asset. So these are called secured asset or asset-backed investments. And all of these are small investments. So in the sense, we are talking about 6 months of an investment, 12 months of investment, so short-term investment. And we are under the Financial Conduct Authority's umbrella in terms of regulations. So up until now, what FutureBricks has done is we have a loan book of 3.2 million, meaning we have lent 3.2 million across 17 projects to small and medium developers who were looking for fundings, and the default rate is 0 up until now, and we've given 4 successful exits, meaning the cycle of taking the principal and giving back along with the interest is complete. So we've done 4 projects like that. So that is more from the product side. And as far as the company is concerned, so we are a privately trading company, and as I speak to you, our share price is just around £26 per share with 38 shareholders and close to 900,000 in equity. So this is where we are today. Nilesh, if you could just go to the next slide, please. Yes, and now this is where we want to be. So in order to fund the next stage of our growth, FutureBricks is now crowdfunding on Seeders. Our initial target was to raise 250,000 under the Future Fund scheme, well, which we have, quite conveniently surpassed. We are almost, I think, 109% oversubscribed in just, I think, a matter of 2 to 3 days time. This is under Future Fund scheme, the scheme by Rishi Sunak, where the government will match penny by penny to whatever amount a firm raises through its private investors. So this is what we are now raising on. So anyone who's potentially looking for investment options, diversification of their portfolio, so to say, so can log on to Seeders and can invest as little as £50, £10 also, because it's a crowdfunding platform. And for those of you who are new to Seeders, Seeders is Europe's biggest crowdfunding platform with some couple of hundreds investors, active investors on their platform. And the example of it is in the next slide, Nilesh, where we have ourselves have some close to 86 investors in just a span of 2 to 3 days time who've raised more than almost like 320,000. So that was more from my end. I think soon enough, Nilesh will also send a small email giving my details, contact details. So if anyone would want to get in touch with regards to equity investment, with regards to 10% fixed investment, secured investments, please feel free to get in touch with me. Thank you, and Nilesh, all yours.
Sahiba, thank you so much. As I said, like any company is as good as, it's a leader in the team. And I know both of the leader and both the team members, you guys work really, really hard. And like I said, there are very few companies on the Seeders, they get funded, like overfunded. And US was one of them. Not only that, this was funded like less than 24 hours, a very good achievement. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, all the best. Now guys, coming back to the main point, the reason I wanted to share FutureBricks is quite simple, because they really had a very good success, and we all are achieving, aiming for some sort of career or business success. And I work with this team closely, so It's a very good opportunity for all of us to understand what they do, and just to learn from each other what they can do, and if you can replicate the same things for you in your career or business. So moving along. Yes, so we are on this attract model, and we're trying to understand is what are the next thing in the attract model that will help you to achieve or attract more success or career success. We are not chasing the success, we're actually attracting the success. So with having the bigger ambition and trusting our ambition, allocating the time to make stuff happen for your life, making the results. We had a very interesting chat now. Results, like making sure that you actually produce the results, not only work on the efforts but actually produce the results. Creating the army around you, so that it's not only you, there are a couple of people along with you looking or working with you to help you bring more opportunities, bring more skill set for you to make the stuff happen for you and your career. And next thing in this journey is a commitment. Now many people, when they think about commitment, they think like this. We all make plans, we make a plan on Monday, or let's say some of the people, they think about making a plan on Monday, let's say they postpone it, and many stuff happens, but they're only at the planning stage. What really happens is, like if we are not committed to our career success, it is not going to come to us, quite simply because success needs attention. Write this down. Success needs attention. If you are not paying attention to success, it is not going to come to you. Opportunities, you need to pay attention to the opportunities, which are the right opportunities, so that you should be visible to the opportunities. At the same time, be equipped with the skill set. Now many of you must be familiar with this story from Mahabharata, where the Arjuna was there, and they were all in a training session, and Dronacharya asked everybody what they see, and everybody else explains, let's say they see some tree, or maybe branches or the sky and everything, and it was the only Arjun who said, I can see the eye of the bird. So that sort of focus I'm talking about. Reason being, whenever you are thinking about career success, or making move in your career, attracting some sort of jobs for you, or new career opportunity for you, start focusing on them, because the moment you start to focus, that's where the things will start to happen. And I'm such a strong believer of the focus. Like you might have seen my t-shirt, actually I got it printed to the focus, because I don't want to miss the focus. The moment I'm focused, I start to see the opportunities, and whenever the opportunities are there, the more focused I am, the more opportunities I could pinpoint in my direction. So that is the reason. That is what the commitment I'm talking about. Now let me give an example. And now this is another of my client. He based in North America, and he approached me saying that he wants to achieve certain career success, but maybe he's not able to achieve those. So we worked on only simple thing, that is a commitment, that what he is doing at person. That moment Vipul was doing many other things, maybe attending some classes, working in the business, working in his career. He had some business idea he's thinking in his mind, and along with the family. So while all those things are happening to him, he's not able to see any particular success happening to him, simply because he is not committed to what really the priority is. So in that session, when I worked with him, and I think I only had one session with him, we managed to put down or pinpoint what exactly matters. And there are many things you will see matters to us, but there are only certain things that matters big. So figure out which are these things which matters most for you in your career. So figure out those big things and start focusing on only them. When you achieve the big things, many times the smallest thing will take care by itself. So focus on the big things, focus on the big achievements and these priorities. The moment you focus on the big things to happen for you in your career, you'll see you're actually making a progress. And whenever you're making a progress, you feel happiness, you feel confident. And at the same time, you are showing your commitment for your career success, and things will start to happen for you. So the only suggestion from me, from my side to you, like have a commitment to what you're thinking of achieving, in your career. Now, yeah, that's what about commitment. And the last thing is today. See, the best day to start your personal development is today. We all think about, Monday or next week or next month or next 6 months or next year, something you will do. Don't put on that thing. Whatever you have to do, if that stuff is really going to happen, or really, if you really want those things, start doing something for that today. Now, what happened was when I was thinking about writing a book, my first book took me 2 years to write. And my other books, some of the books quite came very fast. One time I released my 3 books in just span of 2 months because now I knew the method. But what happened was, let's say if you're thinking about, writing a book or, applying for a big career or, new job or whatever it is, start doing something right now. It can be as simple as, making some small stuff happen. In my case, when I was thinking about, let's say writing a book, I started writing, a couple of sentences as a paragraph. Paragraph becomes pages. Pages became the chapters. Chapters then became the book. So I started with small things. So, start taking those small steps right now. Whatever you are thinking, don't think about the big goals. At the same time, start doing something right from now, today, to achieve those big things. Start today that you always wanted to start. Maybe, changing your CV, changing your LinkedIn profile, or changing your LinkedIn profile photo. As simple as that. Whatever it is, start doing those small steps now. And, LinkedIn is a powerful tool for the job search. So having your proper LinkedIn profile with the right sort of, the taglines, photo, professional experience and everything. These are small stuff, but they actually matters. So don't put on those things, those are actually going to help you. As I mentioned, the army. So they will, LinkedIn is sort of your, digital footprint, digital identity. When you are sleeping, your LinkedIn is already there. Somebody's watching you on the LinkedIn. So make your profile visible, readable, and, sort of impressive so that other people will get to understand what you do, what your skill set are, and you can use them. So start doing something today. Yeah, coming back to the story of the Alexandra Palace. As I said, when I started looking or thinking big in my ambition that, I want big career success, I approached Alexandra Palace. I had nothing, no income, anything in my pocket. But I had big dreams. And I approached them. I told them, I have to attend this big event. I have to create a consulting company. I will, host this big event. Did I host a big event there? No. But what actually happened was that ambition actually helped me to do something special. And just within a span of, I think, a year, I managed to launch my first book, The Go for Success. And I did it at O2 Arena. So just think about that thing. Just having that ambition and the bigger ambition actually pulls you wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you are. It always matters where you are going. Your ambition gives you the direction. So have the bigger ambition, and the ambition will pull you from wherever you are. So start having that ambition. If you don't have any ambition, career big ambition, just, make some time today and write down that ambition. Don't think, write it down. Writing down actually helps. Write down those things, and, you'll suddenly see a different sort of energy happening to you, and start working on that. So guys, this is how I started, ended up writing almost 10 books now. And as I, make progress in my career, I realized that, all those things which I shared with you today, they actually helped. Having a big ambition, trusting myself, allocating the time, creating the results, having the commitment, and, starting something, whatever I want, I actually start today. Doesn't matter how big or how small, I start today. Today is a powerful thing in your, rest of your life. So start something, whatever you want to do today. That matters. And this is all about the attract formula, because we're not chasing the success. We are actually attracting the success. So whenever you are, start applying this principle in your life, you will see the opportunities are actually coming to you. There are people along with you, your army, working with you to give you the opportunities. So start using these principles, and you'll start to see the, the many more career opportunities happening to you. Just to give a little bit background about me is actually I can help you. Let's say if you're looking for some career progress or leadership progress or business progress or motivation or confidence, I take coaching, training and consulting sessions. So, and I can, customize them to your current need to achieve your future success. So if you want my help, stay in touch with me. I'll just put down my WhatsApp details. Feel free to ask me questions, stay in touch with on WhatsApp. And guys, that's what all about the Career Masterclass. Now the platform is open. Ask any question if you have any feedback, any commitments, feedback, to just, unmute yourself and share the comments. So it's open to you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Nilesh. It's really great session. I have just qualified as a success coach myself. And
very good.
Thank you. And it's brilliant to hear you and sort of see you again after the London session. We were in the same training at one time. and it was a great session. I learned so much. Obviously, it goes really with my ethics as well. So I will be using some of your ideas.
Use all of them.
And it will improve my coaching skills as well. So
Anytime.
yeah, thank you
Yep.
so much.
Thank you so much for your feedback. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah. If you have any questions, let me know.
Hey Nilesh, this is Amol. Can you hear me?
Amol, hi. For a long time.
Yeah, long time. It's good to hear, man. That's great. I mean, I really enjoyed your videos. So I
Very
took time
good.
to connect today, and
Thank you so much, Amol.
really helpful. Really helpful,
Yes.
and thanks for all the insights.
You are welcome, Amol. And I think it's 15, 20 years now we spoke.
Yeah, from engineering days, right? We did connect.
Engineering
So,
days. Yeah, we studied together. Yes.
so
But thank you so much for joining. Good to see you.
sure. Yeah, good to hear.
Yes. So guys, anybody else has any questions? I'm here along for next couple of minutes. If you have any questions, just unmute yourself, ask the questions.
Not a
Hi,
question,
Nilesh.
Nilesh. It was really wonderful session, and I really liked your attract method and formula. And I
Yes.
think I'm going to definitely apply some things in my new career, which is I'm starting. I've
Yes.
recently qualified as a coach now.
Exactly. I think we spoke about that as well, right? So yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Prachi. Yes. I guess somebody else was speaking. Yes.
Yes, Meenal.
Hi, Minal.
Yeah, hi. Okay, thank you so much. The session was really helpful. And
you.
especially for me, because I've just moved on to a new venture of the London Dabbawalas coming to Midland. If you have seen it on our OMPEG
Yes,
Member.
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, it's a perfect timing for me to learn so much from you, because
You're welcome.
it'll help a lot for my business also. So
Yes, you're
thank
welcome,
you so
Minal.
much. It was
And thank you
very
for
helpful.
joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Guys, anybody else has any questions or comments or feedback? Just unmute yourself and yeah.
Hi Nilesh.
Hi, Supnil.
Awesome session, man. Very concise and very useful. Yeah, and it's definitely going to attract lots of positivity and cheerfulness. It's always great to see you. And
thank you, Supnil.
It
Same
lifts
here
our
as well.
spirits. So thanks a lot. It was an amazing session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Supnil.
Hi,
Yes,
Nilesh.
yes,
This is
Rajgiri.
Rajgiri here. So the session was very wonderful. So it was a good session and good knowledge we have acquired from you. And I have also read your book actually. The book was very, very simple. It is more of practical ways to learn the things. So from you. So I like your book and the way of mentoring this success formula.
Thank you.
Like if it is applied and the way you say, it is very quite simple way. So even I have read one book called Small Change, Small Steps to Take in our life. So
yes.
So that is the way you have explained. So it is very interesting to learn from you. This.
Thank you so much, Ajay. Thank you so much for your feedback. Hi, Manjari.
Hi, Nilesh. Great session and thanks a lot. Just wanted to echo what you have said about time management and focusing on one dream at a time. So very well done on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjari. Thanks for your comments as well. Guys, anybody else has any questions, comments? I'm still here. Yeah, feel free to just unmute yourself and ask the questions or any comments if you have. And my, once again, I will share my contact details, my WhatsApp. So if you have any questions, if you need my help, anything in the future, maybe career or business or, leadership, motivation, anything, feel free to reach me out. And this is my WhatsApp details. Send me the message and we can take it from there. So maybe another 30 seconds to, allow if anybody else has any questions or comments. Yes. Yes. So guys, once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. As I always say, there are many people who want to achieve success in their life, but they just don't show up. Don't show up when the opportunities are there to learn. While you are here, you actually stayed to learn about success, and that actually shows the commitment. You are like slightly different people than all those other people are. So well done. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed having this session, conducting this session. And thank you so much. Stay in touch. If you need any help, drop me a message.
Nilesh, since you have conducted the session, allow me to, say a simple thanks. Yes. Because you conducted the session on association with OMPEG. So thank you very much for taking the time out, putting a session together and delivering it. And I think it is in line with the OMPEG's ethos that the real successful people are those who make others successful. Or the real leaders are those who don't create followers, but create more leaders. Exactly. So your session was also focused on the same thing. And congratulations. And thank you very much for taking the time out. Anyone who wants to also know more about OMPEG platform, which was specifically created as a springboard for Maharashtrian UK professionals and entrepreneurs, I have shared the link in the chat window. Do have a look. I'm sure Nilesh had successful experience at OMPEG, like many others. I do, and by becoming member, basically you get a good platform to showcase your talent and showcase your product and services to rest of the world. So Nilesh, thank you very much for your time and doing wonderful session, which as everyone has mentioned already. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Annie. And once again, I would like to thank all of you who joined. Thank you so much to OMPEG, who gave me the platform. At the same time, a lot of support during the event as well. Ravi, Reshma, Ani, and Raj, and all of them, very helpful. Next thing, I want to once again thank you to Future Breaks, was the sponsor for this event. Very soon, I'll be sending the thank you email to you, and also there will be some contact details of Dr. Saiba. If you're thinking about at least learning about property developments in the UK, how simple it is, and what are the ways that you can get started, get in touch with Dr. Saiba, and she's a brilliant person. She'll help you out. So after the session, I'll send a thank you email with her contact details. Feel free to reach her. At the same time, if you need any help in your career or business or anything, I have my contact details here. And stay in touch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Nilesh.
Thank you, Nilesh.
Thank you, Nilesh.
Thank you, Nilesh.
You're welcome, guys.
Thank you, Nilesh.
It's really good session. Really good session.